The end to this game was just beautiful hoops all around. It had everything. 8:14 remaining, 79-76. Zoo is out of the game, so the Nuggets have a huge size advantage. Two-man game with Murray and Jokic. He's got Derrick Jones Jr., he's got Kawhi in the area. Kawhi leaves, and now it's Jokic on an island with a smaller player. Of course, he's going to get double-teamed. Harden does not cut off the cutting Westbrook, and it's good. And on the other end of the floor, we get vintage Kawhi Leonard. Aaron Gordon playing pitch-perfect defense, as good a defense as you can play. It doesn't matter. Murray was pretty much quiet all game long. It's the fourth quarter. We know he's going to wake up. Oh, too much airspace on that switch, Ben Simmons. Eat that. All of a sudden, it's tied at 81. And then look at this defense on the next possession by Jamal Murray. I mean, it doesn't lead to anything special because they end up fouling, but this was the difference between the first quarter and the rest of the game. This is how Denver got back in it. And when they play defense, they can beat anyone. It's that simple. Clippers responded. Zoo and Harden two-man game was working pretty much all game. Look at this screen from Zoo deleting Jamal Murray. Now Jokic is forced to help, and that leaves Batum open. Great read by Harden. Great shot. And then we see a rare occurrence. Jamal Murray and Jokic turn it over in the two-man game situation. It leads to a foul. All of a sudden, it's a 6-point game. This is going to be a fun matchup all series long. Jokic going one-on-one versus Zoo. Look at Zoo just trying to stay straight up, trying to stay out of foul trouble, and Jokic gets the better of him on that one. Now we got the battle of switch hunting going on. James Harden gets a screen from Zoo, and naturally he gets Jokic stuck on him. Look at Murray and Jokic trying to communicate. That lack of communication kills them because Harden finds the open man down low. Then on the other end of the floor, we got Jokic screening for Jamal Murray. He's got the big on him now, and eventually that leads to a defensive breakdown. Harden falling asleep off ball, focusing on Jamal Murray a little too much, and now Christian Braun leaks open. Look at him get through that gap as well. Impressive finish. And then this was the thorn in the Clippers' side all game long. Turnovers, and unforced turnovers, but also forced turnovers. I mean, listen to this. The Clippers had 20 turnovers, and the Nuggets scored 29 points off of those turnovers. I mean, that's the game right there if you're Ty Lue and the Clippers coaching staff. Overall, just insane shot making down the stretch. And Jamal Murray, once again, doing his thing in the fourth quarter. Shout out Jokic for that screen as well, opening him up. And this looked like a lost possession. And somehow, someway, Nick Batum comes up with a bucket here. And I have no clue why Ty Lue finished the game with Norman Powell over Nick Batum. And these types of shots right here win you games. Because, my goodness, imagine you finally stop the Jokic and Jamal Murray two-man game. You play great defense for pretty much the entire shot clock. It still leads to a wide-open three, but you're willing to give that up. But Aaron Gordon has been money from three lately, and he hits a clutch shot. All of a sudden, it's back to a one-point game. And in that first quarter, the Clippers were more engaged as a team. They were firing on all cylinders. They were paying attention to the details. The fourth quarter, that completely switched. Nope. You are not getting an easy ISO, Kawhi Leonard. We're backing you all the way up to half court. And now you got a prayer from Nick Batum that goes unanswered this time. And now the Clippers try to double team one of the Nuggets' best players. Immediate counter right to Jokic, right to Christian Braun. Oh, he misses the three. Don't worry. Russell Westbrook is going to out-hustle Kawhi Leonard. And it's going to result in a bucket taking the lead. And this play right here showcases another problem the Clippers were facing outside of that first quarter where they got off to a hot start. Double team on Harden. Look at how far they have him out passing. And now Zoo gets a free lane. This should be an easy score every single time. But guess what? Batum doesn't want to challenge Murray or Gordon. He passes to Derrick Jones Jr. That should be an open three, but he's cutting into Batum for some odd reason. And then he just smokes the easy floater. The Clippers had a lot of easy shots that they just smoked. Nuggets offense was just firing on all cylinders in crunch time, so they're not guarding Russell Westbrook. Jamal Murray just keeps his dribble alive, and eventually Westbrook gets into that painted area. They're sending two at Jokic, and now them not guarding Westbrook bites them in the booty cheeks. Again, the defense by Denver was spectacular. There's nothing going for them the majority of the shot clock. And look at where Christian Braun is making Kawhi work from all the way out of the perimeter. And now he's chucking up an off the dribble, off balance three-pointer. I mean, come on now. Down the stretch, the 5 guys on Denver just seem to want it more than the 5 guys on the Clippers. Missed shot, rebound, Aaron Gordon. Kick it out, another missed shot, rebound, Aaron Gordon. It leads to a foul. That was a trend throughout the end of the game. The Clippers then got very lucky. Jokic misses 2 free throws, and they go back to their bread and butter. Zoo and Harden in a pick and roll one way or another. Harden gets doubled, somehow still finds a passing lane to Zoo. Goaltend. And then they finally gather in a rebound. And I don't know what was with Kawhi. He was just so lackadaisical to end this game. Ends up turning the ball over because he's just waiting to ISO Jamal Murray, trying to bleed that clock. But my goodness, dribble or something. Turnovers just destroyed the Clippers. I mean, shout out Russell Westbrook. They dared him to take this shot. He made the shot. He made some silly plays throughout the fourth quarter, but he also made game-winning plays. Overall, it really felt like when the Clippers got that big lead, rather than, putting their foot on the gas, they did that football thing where instead of, trying to score a touchdown, it just seemed like most of the time they were trying to bleed the shot clock and bleed the whole entire game clock. I think a big thing down the stretch in this game is the Nuggets knew what they were doing. It seemed like everyone was on the same page. We are going to play through Jokic and Jamal Murray. Meanwhile, Russell Westbrook, Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun, they're going to hustle and do their thing, play their role. Meanwhile, the Clippers were kind of like, okay, one possession we're going to ISO Kawhi Leonard. One possession we're going to dribble out the shot clock. One possession we're going to run the two-man game that's been working all game long. It just seemed like they weren't on the same page and they didn't know what to do down the stretch. You also got to give props to the Nuggets because I feel like the Clippers were playing tense and the Nuggets just kept putting pressure on them. Overall, they could not handle that pressure. Meanwhile, the Nuggets were just playing like it was a regular game out there. They don't feel pressure, I guess. But overall, I mean, Kawhi has to be better. He had 7 turnovers. Norman Powell was terrible. He had 4 turnovers. Bogdanovich off the bench was also terrible. Chris Dunn was good in the first half, but in the second half, he kind of got scared. He hit a big 3, but after that, he was pretty much not being guarded and not taking advantage of not being guarded, and he got played off the court for a stretch in the fourth quarter. Something to keep an eye on for Denver is they really went for this game. 48 minutes for Jamal Murray, 46 minutes for Nikola Jokic, 46 minutes for Aaron Gordon. Meanwhile, Big Zoo only played 39 minutes and he had 2 fouls. I don't know. To be honest, Ty Lue was a little drunk in this game, if I'm being real. Here on PivotFade.com, I want to go over 2 things. The starting lineup for the Nuggets really struggled defensively, mainly in the first half. In the first half, they had 136.8 defensive rating. Now, this lineup changed the game for the Nuggets. Jokic, Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Russell Westbrook, and Christian Braun. Shout out the head coach of the Nuggets for making this adjustment. He stuck with it, ended up closing the game, ended up riding it into overtime. 142.1 offensive rating, 116.2 defensive rating, plus 25.9 net rating. Won their minutes by 11 points. That right there is the adjustment of the game. We'll see how that lineup trends throughout the series. Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section.